that there's an enormous need throughout the world for the treatment of disabled children.
There's very few organizations that exist in the developing world that can give you the support to do pediatric orthopedics that Cure does.
It's an exciting blend of compassion, entrepreneurialism, and Christian practical care.
Probably the best job I'll ever have.
severely disabled, and so they're often low priority on a national healthcare agenda. And that's why I'm excited that Cure is making this particular group a priority.
I'm Mrs. Shagel, the Learning Specialist in the VHS Academy. Did you know that in some third world countries, physically handicapped children are considered throwaways? And some, when born, are taken out to a desert and left to die. I was introduced to Cure in 2004 when my daughter Becky went on a volunteer medical mission to Honduras. She came home with multiple stories of healing. Becky had found her passion, and we soon got very involved. A few years ago, Becky was killed in a horrific car accident. We sent the majority of her memorial money to Cure. They built a 20-bed children's wing to their brand new hospital in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. They named the wing after Becky. Becky's life had made a difference. Cure operates hospitals and programs in 20 countries, delivering life-changing health care. This past November, Cure and the Tim Tebow Foundation partnered up to build a 12th hospital. This one will be in the Philippines. Won't you please consider helping Cure by donating a Matchbox car, a Beanie Baby, Band-Aids, Ace Wraps, or help collect $1,000 to give a child the much-needed surgery. You can make a difference. Thank you.
Wellspring Community was created out of the desperate need for services for adults with special needs. Many of you may not be aware, but for students with special needs who finish high school, life is very different. Their future is very different than most typical peers. You know, they don't go on to college or on to establish careers or move into their very own apartment. Most will never drive a car. Some will require 24-hour medical supervision. And as you can imagine, it's a challenge for families who need to provide that support and supervision for the rest of their lives. So parents struggle with worrying what's going to happen to their adult son or daughter when they are no longer able to provide care for them. And so a few years ago, a group of us parents came together wanting to give our kids with special needs the opportunity to live a very full life. And we created Wellspring Community. And our mission is to create a work and residential community where adults with special needs can live full, productive, and satisfying lives in a God-centered and nurturing environment. And we're doing 3 things. We're working to create our own specially modified and supported business enterprises, where these adults can enjoy meaningful work in a place where they can be successful. We're offering ongoing education and enrichment classes, like science and gardening and art and dance and self-defense, all kinds of things, so that they can be exposed to all kinds of learning experiences and develop their potential. And the last thing that we're working to do is to eventually provide a variety of long-term supervised residential options so that they'll have a place to live and be cared for when their parents no longer are able to provide that care. Right now, we are based right here in Castle Rock at New Hope Presbyterian Church, where we offer our work and enrichment program. And in this program, we're working towards that long-term goal, and we are offering enrichment classes in the mornings, and in the afternoons, they work at our Best Buddies Bakery. We rent a commercial kitchen right here in Castle Rock, and we use the kitchen at New Hope Presbyterian Church. And they are trained in every aspect of measuring, mixing, baking, packaging, and even marketing out into the community. We've been selling some of our products at the barn in Castle Rock, at Skadoodles, at Franktown Animal Clinic. We also make dog biscuits. We are looking for more opportunities to sell. We also have a choir, the Wellspring Wonders Choir, that performs at local churches and other local venues like the Castle Rock Starlighting event. We've also sung for the homeless in Denver at Open Doors Ministry. And we have a social and recreation club called Club 21 that meets at the Castle Oaks Covenant Church in the Outlet Mall 2 Fridays a month, where adults with special needs can come and meet with their friends and socialize and enjoy game nights and hobby nights and all kinds of activities, and really just the joy of being with their friends. So we hope that you would consider supporting Wellspring Community and helping us toward our long-term vision of creating a work and residential community here for adults with special needs. Thanks so much for your time.
Hi, I'm Mr. Keller, and this is Andrew Bunker, and we're here to present our charity, which is the microloan program in a small rural village called Paquip, Guatemala, and it's through One Challenge International. Andrew's going to talk a little bit about why microloans are needed in this area and kind of how they work.
All right. Drug trafficking is a major problem in Guatemala, and this has deprived many villages of basic resources such as clean water, education, or basic medicine. And so, because microfinance loans go towards an agriculture business, they might be raising livestock or providing their families with produce or the community with produce, or even some of them have tourist islands where they make these cool belts or traditional clothing for tourists that come by.
Money that's raised from Madaweek will go to a local charity in Colorado Springs called One Challenge International. They oversee that money going directly to a regional loan officer in Guatemala. His name is Diego Bixco, and he speaks Spanish, Tz'utujil, and Quiche, so he's able to converse with all the women around the Atitlan region. First, he trains them in 2-day trainings about what is a loan, the idea of a loan and paying it back, and the idea of using your profits to help the local community. And after 2 meetings, then he gives them a meeting once a month. But after the second meeting, he loans out the money, and he also collects each month the loan plus interest until they can pay it off in 12 months. He's our direct contact. He's a really cool guy. I've been down there twice in the last year to meet with him. And he's also training local regional loan officers that are kind of interning and training to kind of take over for him when he retires. So not only are the lives transformed in the local village, but also along with the regional loan officers, they're able to have fulfilled employment as well through the money through Madaweek.
Our organization is different from most organizations in the way that what we give is not a handout. It is a way that people can change their own lives, and it makes them really prideful and give them hope for their communities to actually change everybody's lives, to provide their families with medicine, food, education.
The fact that the villagers repay the loans, they feel very, they have a lot of pride about that, and makes them feel great. And something that they take with them the rest of their lives. And I've seen them pass that on to other people in the communities. And it's a powerful thing that they're able to work, pay it back, and keep their business running for a lifetime.
And the greatest part of this microfinance organization is that the money that goes in, the principal and the interest paid by the people comes back into the fund to be loaned out to other people. So it's really an everlasting gift. We can affect an infinite amount of families, but in this 1 year, it'd probably be about 10 to 15 families.
And then next year, hopefully 30 to 40.